There. Copy so that we're there. Self-promote. Here. Oh, didn't need the RAID river. We need the stream advertisements. Core Wikibet. This one just said live on Twitch, not affiliate. Okay, that's, oh, we need one more. That's my testing. YouTubers Twitch, that's where we need. Hello, Brett, I'm live.
I knew that, I could hear you.
Okay. Share to newsfeed, to in a group. Girl Streamers Unite. So this means that if I can figure out a way to plug it in, I can go live on Animal Crossing while I'm driving around. Okay, let's see. Where did my other remote? There's the other remote. Okay, now let's go around. We only talked to Dom twice. Oh, looks like we have a... and it's gonna... There we go. Now let's put that away and go back and talk to Dom some more. Talking about burying the bells because I have specifically buried bells just to get extra. And that was my husband. Now let's come down here and talk to Bo. So Bo is one that I for sure want to keep on my island. Come on, Bo. Okay. Don't talk to me. I'm going after this. Now I'm so sleepy. I can't even stay awake. This is Ursula, and I think I'm gonna keep her. got Sahara. I need to go let them know on Discord. Okay, that's Dom's house. Let's see. Maggie's not home. This one I just got, but it was as I was trying to find Bianca or Savannah. And so, yeah. Oh, I forgot to... There. If you want me to switch over, we can switch over to Wizards Unite. Let me know, Don. So my plan is this area right here you can see is going to be the town. So this is... Well, it looks like Hans is the one creating. Thank you so much, Mariah. Do you have a channel? A Twitch channel? Okay, just checking, Mariah. And just checking, Delta. You know, a lot of, if I was working, I would feel the same. I could not. Okay, Marla. Oh, sorry, it looks like an eye. Okay, so Marla, I should have realized that. So, did he give me that? Yes, okay. So, I have a chronic illness, and then we were like literally at the point we'd gotten my body to where we, after a while of not being able to work, we got my body to a point where we thought, okay, I'm going to be able to go back to work. Oh yeah, that's Bose. We already saw Bo. And then I caught COVID. And it destroyed all my muscles. So, we're back to trying again to get my body to behave. So in the meantime, that's another reason I stream. I stream for interaction because obviously I can't go out very much. In fact, basically my doctors asked me to only leave the house to go in places for PT or if it's absolutely necessary. And I didn't mean to do that. I hit it one too many times. Like the doctor's office or things like that. Absolutely, absolutely necessary. Even church is out. And I live in Utah, so Sunday churches have always been a thing. So right now I'm getting less interaction if I didn't have stream than any other time in the world. And it makes sense. It's just, so I stream for the interaction. Kind of like Don, who's Delta, said. And then the other reason I stream, yes, and I'll talk about that in a minute, but they just started. The other reason I stream is because it encourages me to sit up longer. When I'm talking busy, it kind of gets me, and so it does a dual thing. Understand it. Thank you so much for lurking, Marla. And in answer to Don, to if we have online church, we did not until about a month ago. Well, about in August sometime they finally started doing some of the classes online. But otherwise, they just kept waiting for when this passes, when this passes, when this passes. Well, obviously, it's not passing very fast. And I was really worried because they actually went to the point where, okay, now you can go back in August, September, they went to, okay, you can go to church every other week. And I was going, crap, because I can't, because it's still around. And my doctor has said no. So I still couldn't go. Some of my family could, but I wasn't very, that was frustrating. But recently they started their streaming every single week. And we're doing classes through Zoom and Google Meet, I think. I'm not exactly sure, so. Oh yeah, fish from the ocean. Okay. Jeez, color on this is almost better than color on my phone or on my TV. It's teeny tiny. Okay, let's go give this to Big Top. Yeah, so I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And until this happened, some wards did a little bit online, but mostly there was nothing online. Because there was questions about what can you do, what can't you do, etc. which I get. But it was hard for people who have chronic illness, because obviously we aren't able to go out as much. Okay, so I need to go find Twiggy. I've talked to Maggie, I've talked to Big Top, I've talked to Ursula, yeah. I just need to find Twiggy now. Do I need to switch? You're sure you're not too tired? Because I can switch to Wizards Unite and wait in the car. Okay. I expect to hear from you off and on. Like, especially that you got there and that you're coming home. Or else I'll get worried. Are you sure? Because I can easily switch to Wizards Unite and come. Okay, we are going to save Animal Crossing. Switch the stream info to Wizards Unite. Well, we'll leave it there, but we'll switch this part. Understandable, Dawn. And then we will go here. Where's my Wizards Unite? Right here. And we will play Wizards Unite now. That's the nice thing about the fact. Well, the best capture card is one of the cheapest, and it is possible. Now, where did I put my glasses? In the stress. You want to turn on the light? So the reason I say in the stress, where did I put my glasses, is because I got home, saw this was here, and I have literally been trying to figure it out since. Okay, I know that was one. Aha, there, that helped. Okay, we are back to playing Wizards Unite. I may have, if I miss your views, or your messages, not your views, I'm sorry. But I really appreciate everyone who's watching, who's viewing. If anyone has a channel that they would like, that's watching, that they would like to mention to others, go ahead and do exclamation shout out. I will, as we get near the end, look there and try to raid. Try to see if I can raid. Because sometimes when I'm just on my phone, it doesn't let me. Sometimes it does. Turn off the flashlight though. Okay, I'm ready, Brett. Okay, I'm trying. You're in the way. His response was, "Let's go then." And it's like, because of the way our bed's set up, he comes to bed. Well, we both come to bed at the same time generally. But I either have to crawl off the end of the bed, and I have the computer blocking the way, or I have to crawl off his side. And so, and he gets the side that's the easiest to get off, because he goes to work at he leaves at 3:34 a.m. Oh, it looks like he's got the van, so I'm gonna have to take the van. What are you doing now?
Finishing off this papered eggnog.
Okay.
I love so much. Any of you haven't tried the Fireball eggnog, it is delicious.
Depending on if you like
Cinnamon.
cinnamon or not. If you don't like cinnamon bears and stuff like that, you wouldn't like...
Strong as cinnamon bears.
Okay, it's not as strong, but that type of a flavor. You wouldn't like the Fireball eggnog either. Which means I never tried it. Because I don't. Am I driving or you? Okay. Just asking. Sometimes he'll say that I'm driving and he gets to hold the phone and talk to you guys. So. Oh, you want to grab my charger or do you have one in here?
In here.
Okay.
Plus Caden took it.
I don't see it. Oh, just grab the cord. So, where we're headed is he needs to get his annual eye exam.
Which is overdue. Caden's date didn't pan out today.
Oh, that's sad. Okay, it looks like that's from before. So, what we're gonna do...
Fix it.
I will fix it later. We're okay, I can't open the app to chat. Okay, good. Looks like you're back. Sorry. I have better internet when I'm home, if I'm on my home internet. Then, when we leave, it's really nice most of the time. Once in a while we may get a network error or something, but I will try to jump back and forth. Sounds good. Hopefully it didn't kick anyone or anything like that. If it did, oh well. But hopefully we can talk to people. And hopefully we're not going to have a lot of issues with it. So, vault. And we might for a minute or two, just because sometimes this area can be a pain in the behind. But hopefully it behaves. Return 15 Neville Longbottoms, brew 7 potions, and use 5 potions in wizarding challenges. So first things first. Let's go get my potions so I can start my next 3 going. Gonna go right in the gas station, then come back out on this road? Okay, let's see what this is, and then I'll go check Chad again.
Yeah, you go now. Get in the wreck. Go ahead.
The guy beside us is trying to creep out and look at a time when vehicles were coming. So that's why my husband said that.
This intersection has enough wrecks as is right here.
So he really does care. It just, yeah. It can get frustrating sometimes when you're trying to pull up, creep up to be able to look. And they creep up too, but I think they were feeling the same thing, Brett. Because you're bigger than them. So, Steph will be excited to hear that we got Animal Crossing going. And if we're still streaming when I get home, I can switch back to Animal Crossing. Oh, it's going to make me open the app. Let's see if it behaves in the app now. Shield. Because obviously we don't want people to know how to get my account. And I had it, but trying to get everything today kind of messed things up. So we have 3B vision. We have 3B vision. We have 3B vision. We have 3B vision. I was not sure if we still had 3B vision. I was not sure if we still had 3B vision. I was not sure if we still had 3B vision. I was not sure if we still had 3B vision. I'm going to have it through Chrome. And we need to turn off shield mode. Okay, shield mode's off again, or back on, back off, so you should be able to see now. It was me, Delta. I'm sorry. I was trying to see how many people were here. And it didn't want to let me see how many people were here on the using Chrome. It insisted to see how many people were here. I had to use the Twitch app to be able to ask who was here. So I went over to ask who was here, and I saw how many people were here, so I didn't ask. And then it wouldn't let me mute it. So the Twitch app obviously has no mute. So you were getting an echo because we had me in the background of me. Which is very frustrating, I know. I was trying to figure out if there was any way I could mute it, because I prefer the Twitch app to Twitch on Chrome when you're on the phone. But that does remind me, Jen has no excuse if she can open up the internet. Because she might not be able to chat, but she could always watch on Chrome. I get that. I probably would have thought it was on my end too. Considering what happened last night on H2O's stream, where I thought it had been something on my end for a while, and someone else got on her stream and said, are you aware of this? And helped her figure things out. And I thought it was all my end. So, now we're more where, see, this is more the town area, and we actually have a lot more stuff here, obviously. But you can tell how it took us a while to get actually into stuff. Other than the fact that at my house there's like everything but POIs. Which to me is kind of funny too. You'd think that if there's that many foundables, maybe it would be worth it to allow a POI there, to try and somehow let them have a POI there. But I guess that would be just over the top, because then we'd have like everything, or we'd have it even easier. Especially with the new charm. Can you imagine with my place if I also had a inn, or a greenhouse or an inn? I've heard that and I've considered it, except for there's one issue. It won't do a thing for Wizards Unite right now. Just so you're aware. POIs have not updated in Wizards Unite since March. We've been watching, and a lot of other people have too. And I'm not sure why. I just know they have not updated. And I've heard some rumors that they're starting to cancel that out, because everyone was learning that trick. I actually looked at maybe creating little house, whatever, with Wizards Unite symbols and Pokemon Go symbols and maybe even Ingress symbols that people could stop and take a load off, because we do have a lot of people around our area that go for walks and whatever else, and having something like that, if it was done right, could possibly, or could be helpful to the community, but might also qualify for a POI, especially if you also have a small library type thing there. But I kind of quit looking when they quit accepting, or when they quit importing any stops, and they kept turning down even things that were reasonable stops. A community playground was, nope, that doesn't count. Things like that. So and it could be that it's because of the pandemic. I'm not sure. I just know nothing has been added. Which is actually, it's funny. Just reminded me as we're talking about it. So my son earlier today, we got talking about epidemics and pandemics and what the difference is. And, you know, those little nuggets of fact that only benefit you in certain areas and certain fields. So my bachelor's is in community health, and I've always enjoyed that type of thing, so it kind of stuck with me. But we were talking, I was able, and I'm going to say, even if people, in case anyone's curious, what the difference is. So a epidemic is it's affecting a large number of people. A pandemic is even more people. Pandemic is usually crossing country borders, things like that, whereas an epidemic can be, or is more like in one state, one area, whatever. So, if anyone was ever curious about that. But what also was frustrating to me is even as they're accepting them in Pokemon Go, and so they're being placed in Pokemon Go and in Ingress, just not in Wizards Unite. And on top, but at the same time, they're denying the places that I'm submitting, even though they qualify. And so that's also where it was kind of frustrating. Okay. Showed it paused and stopped, and I was going, what? So, where we're headed right now, we won't have a problem. Honestly, it usually only takes a short, 10 to 20 minutes for the checkups. And I could go in. They're family friends from like growing up. But at the same time, I think I'm going to stay out here. Just because they do have more people in there. There's a reason I haven't scheduled mine. Because I probably shouldn't. Legally I could, but whether that would be good for my health is a whole nother ballgame. I love you.
Probably gonna pick out a new pair of glasses too.
And that might take a little bit longer. Who
Not
knows?
gonna go a wireframe like I did last time. That sucked. I hated those.
So I will need to get in before the end of December. But I'm going to wait as long as possible. Just because of everything. So how's your day going, Dawn? And I know you had the interview and had to do some, I think you had to do some preparation, like a background check or something. How did all that go? Are you gonna be starting to work, or? Cool, I'm glad for you, Dawn. Yeah, honestly, there's a possibility if I call in, I could actually ask if the one that I know the most would be willing, if they would be willing to open up the other. They have 2 offices. And maybe should be willing to open up the other office just for me, so that I could go in, get it all taken care of with just her and him. Her, so that she's the secretary, whatever, secretary owner of the work. She does all that part, and then he would be he is their eye doctor. And so then I could do that, and if I didn't like any of the glasses that they have there, I could then go online. She's willing to let me go see, to tell me where to go see everything that they can order. The hard part is sometimes seeing a pair of glasses and seeing them on your face is totally different, but she will she'll get 5 pairs or something. I think it's 5 pairs at a time, and see if we like them or not. So it really shows she's an amazing person for our family. That's what's going on. I don't know whether to say that's good or bad, because you've got the clearance, or because you've got time to prepare, but at the same time, you don't have money coming in until then. I mean, it's really good you've got a job. And are they prepared? Prepared? I know you said you have some chronic illnesses too. Are they prepared to work with you on them, or? Is it going to have to be like most of the time we get, where it's you have to try and force your body to fit their schedule, even when your body's fighting their schedule? Ah, okay. That makes sense. And yeah, I get the 2 weeks notice, and it is kind of sad that they don't realize that some of you may not have to give 2 weeks notice, and so maybe you could start earlier, but that is what it is. Hopefully, they will work with you. But I get not saying anything yet, because you do want to get through the higher, get completely through. I just wasn't sure where they said that higher, they said for sure you have the job. You just need to go through the background check, if you'd brought it up then, or we're waiting until you started. And this is something I've heard many people suggest. Sometimes it's better to wait until you start the job and have at least a few days under your belt before you... Hey, look! I bet people know who that's for without me even looking at it, going there to give it to them. That makes me happy. It'll make her happy too. Oh, okay. So you've got your background, your physical, and your drug test. So what job are you looking at that you have to pass a physical? Because I thought usually physicals are for like police or things like that. And if I remember right, you said the job is going to be more of a financial end of things. I could be remembering wrong, but... Oh, okay. If it's with children and youth, it could also be to make sure it's possible that part of it is with at-risk youth. And sometimes they'll do a physical there just in case someone gets violent, that you'll be able to at least do a little bit about it. And yeah, basic health check. So that'll be better than, some I have a feeling if I had to go through that, though, they wouldn't. No one would like me. Just because of the fact of what COVID's done to me and everything else so far. Haven't got it back. Hi, Mrs. Puerto Rican. I can see that, Delta. Thank you so much. We are at 50 subscribers. I literally just need to get my average viewers up and we'll have affiliate. And then it'll be even easier to have fun and to communicate and things like that. And then, to make life even better, thanks to Steffi and James at Expecto Go, I can stream Animal Crossing now on my phone of all places. So I'm really excited about that because obviously if I can stream from my phone Animal Crossing, then I just got to figure out how to plug in the controller. That's going to be the only thing, is to be able to plug it all in together. But I can also do it from home, which is where I was doing it. I still need to do some hair pulling and figuring out what software will work with my laptop to be able to stream from my laptop so that maybe we can get an even better thing. But I was streaming it earlier today. Like earlier in the stream. I will try to remember. So is it just Froggy Show? I can't. Do a exclamation SO with their username. And do the same, I think you stream. If so, do the same for you. I'll have to figure out why it's not giving the link, but... That is one thing. I do not mind people coming on my channel and giving shout-outs. Oh, this is not looking good. He's still waiting to get seen. Usually they're a lot quicker than that, but I'm glad I'm not in there because someone else is in there too. That isn't one of the workers. So that means they've got at least 3 people other than my husband in there. So that means I'm not allowed. But that's okay. That we almost got all the brilliant Neville Longbottoms in the time of the Barufios. Now what do we have? Use 5 potions. How many potions? Potent. We have... I think we can do it. Oh, I forgot something. Okay, do we try dark 4 or go into dark 5 for soloing? Should I try with the professor to solo dark 4 or go for dark 5? Yeah, I get that. I'm just trying to solo, so I've soloed all of the chambers with my Magi. Trying to solo them all with my professor, and then we will go through with the Auror, which is maxed. It's just fun to be able to say that you managed to solo it. It also helps you learn a lot about how to use your profession. So should we go for 4 or 5 or just see when we get in the bus? Okay. Start with dark 4, then we will do dark 5 another time. It depending on how many potions we use. And I can't do it yet. So if anyone comes on while I'm fighting, I will say hi later. I'm so used to this jumping down so much faster. I have to remember I don't need to jump out and check on anyone. And that the Acromantula is not going to drop like crazy just because the professor dropped enough focus. Probably should do that. That was the other thing I need to do. I forgot about that. There. And I don't have my potion on. Gotta keep track of that. 1. Good. We have 9 more. Two. 3. 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hold on to that. 5. 1, 2, 3. So what I'm counting is so I remember when I hit 5 I need to put on another one. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Not bad. 4. I forgot to do something. 5. 1. That's why I was holding on to those. 2. 3. 4. 5. 1, 3, 4. No reason to put a new one on because we have almost 2 minutes. And this is the one I'm strong against. Got it anyway. So we soloed Dark 4. And in doing so, we should have used, we used the 5 potions. So that was the other reason for doing that. Is if you're going to use potions and you want to solo, you might, if you have to use a certain number of potions and you want to solo, you might as well solo the chamber you want to solo while you have to use the potions. Let me go after this Neville since it's here. And I just need a couple more. Go after this, and then I'll come see what you guys are saying. Thank you for joining us, Dawn. Is anyone else on? Okay, it's going to echo for a little bit because I want to see if anyone else is on. Or if we should end the stream just so that we have 4 viewers. Okay. 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 Like I said, it's going to echo. So, I do have the list of winners, and I will be trying to get through them. I had a lot happen this past week. I actually had one day I couldn't do very much of anything, and I remembered I was forgetting to use one of my therapies. And because it's one that I use sporadically. And so I'd used that, and it was like, I woke up this morning and I'm like, that's what's been going on. One of these days I may ask for help understanding stuff from those who understand financial stuff. Maybe tomorrow during stream if I can figure out what it was I did not. So I took the test the first time. I have 3 times before I have to ask them to reset it. On the first out of 2 tests for one class. And I got 50%. I know in there, because I felt it, that the brain fog kicked in. There was one point my brain just went, nope, we're done. Nope, not doing anything. I know you're in the middle of taking a test, but no. Which was exactly my worry in the first place. So I felt pretty good that knowing that happened, I still got 50-something%. But it's definitely not enough to pass. I want to get it up to at least a B. Once I get it to a B, then I can start on the second half of the class, take that test, have that class over, and then I still have another class to finish. So I really need to get going on it. So Brett is in getting seen already, which is good. We only need 1 more Neville Longbottom, then we need to brew 3 more potions. Those potions are going. We used. I'm debating on if 3 potions, potent potions, is going to be enough to go. into the fortress next time. Anyway, I'll have to think about that. Like, because I know part 4 is fighting the fortress. And so I am debating, I believe part 4 is fighting the fortress. So I'm debating on whether it'll be strong enough to do that. So 377, and it needs like 800, I believe, and 100. Wrong one. This one. 815 and 100. So I was right. You mean I haven't dropped that yet? Okay, we're dropping that next time. When it resets. I forgot to drop that. Just saying, so you're gonna get a. Just saying, so you're gonna get a. Okay. Just saying, so you're gonna. So, one thing I'm debating is I need to get. I don't know if any of you that are watching are in my friends list. If so, I want to know. I think I only have one of those 2 called for, the ingredient potions. So I possibly could give you one. I just need to know who you are. One of those 3. And I'm going to go into wrong place here. Shield for just a minute so people don't see what was given and feel bad or feel good or whatever. I'll just talk and tell you. Let's see, who was it? It was someone I need to wait to give it to. Oh, here's another one. Dottledrat. Send. Dottledrat. So I have a Borufias I could send to someone. Now, let's see. Did I get a extravagant from that? No, I did not. Okay, now we're out. I'll take the shield back off. And we're back. So I do have a Borufios available. If anyone needs that. Also, with the fact that I can now stream Wizards Unite, or not Wizards Unite, Animal Crossing, we may be able to convince my son to join us playing sometime. Or even my daughter. In fact, we may be able to even figure out, I'll have to talk to her, but maybe I can convince Mindy to come up with a game that you guys would all like. Ooh. I have a question that I need to look up. New tab. Okay. We have Lego Harry Potter. That's why I was looking that up. So that's another game we have available now that I can stream from the Switch. So, since I can stream from the Switch, we have a much wider repertoire of what we will be playing. Now, it would be even easier if I could get it so I can use my computer rather than my phone. But we'll get there. I did get it I do have something coming so I could use my TV and my phone at the same time. That's just not here yet. So that'll be here in the next couple of days. And then we shouldn't have a problem there either. There is a lag. So I could have Twitch up on my, so I can see what you guys are saying. I could have that up on the computer. And then have the Switch be recording from my phone. Streaming from my phone. And have it up on my computer. So, we'll be able to stream. The question will just be what way we're going to stream. So I'm trying to look and see if he's done yet. I don't see him done yet. But the cool thing about it being the way it is, it does open up that we will be able to stream easily, even if I go somewhere in the future. So if things start getting back to normal and they find a way to be able to fight the coronavirus, even if it's that you can't gain immunity, but they can treat it to significantly reduce the issues that come along with it. Kind of like they have the antiviral for the flu. If they can figure out an antiviral that works for coronavirus and treat it with that, then we are able to start doing, like we have FanFest again or something. I might be able to go to that and still do regular Switch games while also doing everything else. So that sounds fun. I wonder if I do this, if it'll show me what it'll show me. It'll just go crazy. Oh, I know what it's doing. It just went big screen, but it's showing me the same thing. Now we can see. We have. Now we can see. So, I hate doing that to you guys. It's the only way I can figure out how many viewers we have online. And going to my other screen is the only way we can figure out if anyone's saying anything. I really appreciate everyone in lurk mode, everyone who's interested in what's going on, etc. But at the same time, if you want to say something, please do. Don't ever feel you cannot talk while I'm playing or anything else. I know some streams say no back seat gaming. And by the fact that I can't even pronounce the darn thing, no, I do not have an issue with that. Let's see. They had someone else other than my husband in there too. So I'm really glad I did not go in. Part of me wants to go for a small walk. Part of me says, yeah, but you know you've already used a lot of energy today. And you don't need to overuse energy and then end up in trouble. Oh, I know what I was doing. Yes. Oh, and I forgot to collect that. So we can collect that now. And we might as well collect this, even though I could save it and do it at home. Just knowing me, I'll be so excited to get home and show you guys the stream. Go back to streaming on the Switch, show you guys what games we have available and whatever. That actually, as I think about it, I think if I go here, nope, you don't get a C. Not yet. Oh, it's already logged in. I did not have to put you in Shield. There. Okay. Menu. Okay. That kind of shows you some, but seeing if I can show you my games anywhere.
Just under $50.
Okay.
Larry says, you should have told Sky to come in. I wanted to say hi.
Did you tell her why I didn't?
No, that says you were screaming.
Well, and being with the fact that the doctor says not to, I'll have to let her know that. Anyway, it's not going to let me, so we'll have to go home and get on the Switch for me to show you what we have. Because they had a huge sale last month on Warner Brothers games. And I was way excited.
I bet she's cooking.
She's cooking? I'm just letting her know that tonight is probably not a good night. I'm getting tired.
Then go home.
I'm heading there now.
Good. How's your equipment go?
I got glasses ordered.
Good. Don't break them.
These are plastic frame. I better not break them.
So I'm streaming right now.
So anyway, we'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
I came with him so he didn't get too tired.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I figured that would be appreciated.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk to you later.
Yep, talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So I'm not going to go after that while we're bumping over the curb. So what we may do sometimes is do polls to say, what do you want me to play next time? Or we may do it at the beginning of the stream, just say, okay, which one should we play? Things like that. But yeah. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. Sorry about the echo again for viewers. Okay. And turn it off. Hey, I might have made it to get it off before it realized and started echoing. So I know usually with this long without someone commenting or something, I would go, but I figure I wouldn't have anything to do anyway, so I might as well be with you guys. And I figure you guys would not complain. Really, all my others are returning as easy as they are, and this really simple thing is not going to go return. Finally! So people have asked me, how the heck do I stream And just because I don't know if anyone watching is wondering how I stream from my phone, I use an app called Omelette. And I've connected it to Twitch. And that's what I use to stream. And if you guys would like, I can also share details of the capture card that I got. And how I'm connecting it to my phone. And then down the road, I'll give you details on what I did about the software. That's once I get that figured out. That's going to take a little bit more figuring. So I have a Chromebook, I believe it is. Or anyway, some laptop that runs Windows. I can't remember if it's an HP or a Chromebook. But it's got Windows 10 on it. And it has it's running fine and everything except for when I try to use OBS. The OBS throws a fit at me about I don't have the right driver for my video card, I guess. Which in some ways I can see, in some ways I can't, and I'll explain in a minute. And I've tried to look up to double check and if I need to update, because it says and I can't find it, so I will, if my son gets a chance, I'll have him look at it. Now, he's already once found issues with my video card software. I had a point it quit working. Like nothing would show up on the screen at all, no matter what we did. And we ended up finding out that it was the video card software. He fixed the video card software and it worked again. So possibly in his fix he did something that's not letting OBS work. But so one of the other devices gave me the same thing with OBS, but was really choppy with Streamlabs. I tried Streamlabs, and Streamlabs through, it wouldn't show anything. Even though OBS would show. Here's the other thing. OBS, I could view it on my screen. I could play the game on my screen through OBS. But it wouldn't stream. Which is kind of confusing to me. Why I would need an updated video card or whatever to be able to stream through OBS. But to be able to play it without streaming, I was just fine. So I'm a little bit lost there. Go figure. And that's why I got to do some figuring. But Streamlabs just gave me a black screen. So I think Streamlabs is completely out in that regard, and I gotta find another one. In that regard, and I gotta find another one. Oh, that's the wrong one. This is the right one. Sorry about the echo there for a second. It's not blinking. Oh, it is up there. But it's not blinking the 20. It's just saying be aware.
I'm just watching the pedestrians. I can't see him.
It looks like it's got
They're
issues.
across. No, they're across. I watched them cross over on that side.
Okay. That could be why I didn't see him.
I saw him on the corner of my eye walking that way.
So, they installed a pedestrian crossing sign over the road there. And they have a school crossing that also will kick in. Plus, they installed the pedestrian crossing for the sake of the school kids. But they still have the crossing guard there before and after school. And then on top of it all, they closed the school and tore it down for a while. They're going to rebuild it, but it was kind of like, okay, let's make this crossing safer for the kids to get to school. Even though we already have a crossing guard, let's make it even safer. And I kind of get that one, because people were ignoring it some of the time, even with the crossing guard, which is scary as all get out. Please never do that. But
That's pure stupidity.
And it's only a one lane going each way. No median, so it's... Or wait, is there a median? There's a median.
A line going down the middle.
There's a line. Okay, that's right. But, so it's not like you could miss the crossing guard. It's not like it's some two-lane roads going each way where a car might be in the way of the blinking 20-mile-an-hour sign or things like that. And they have signs they put in the middle of the road on top of it. So you have the blinking 20-mile-an-hour sign. You have the sign in the middle of the road. And you have the crossing guard sitting there waiting to help the parents and the kids cross the road. But it was still a dangerous crossing. So, which is just stupid. So they put in this sign, and then within, a year? I think they closed the school and tore it down so that they can rebuild the school in the same place as the eventual plan. Sometimes I don't get
like this light right here. Why?
This one I get because they want FedEx to come down this way rather than the other way. Does that make sense?
Whatever.
They're hoping to convince FedEx drivers to come down this way. But at the same time, this road is supposed to be the the bypass road for the Main Street.
For semis.
And yeah, for semis and stuff. They didn't build it that long ago. It's been a while, but not that long ago.
This road has been there forever, but it hasn't been as wide forever too long. Well, probably about 12 years now.
12 years ago or so, it was decided
widened it.
This was going to be the bypass. So now they want to make the road right by our house this wide. and make it the bypass. And it's like 2 blocks to the west. No, it's like 2 blocks to the west of this road, which is really stupid. And I really think someone needs to look at them and say, if you want to do a bypass, at least go more than 2 blocks. More than 4 blocks even, because 6th was originally the bypass.
Yep.
Now, I don't remember when 6th was
I don't either.
created. But I do remember this, and they're already trying to bypass this one. That means and this was not, so that means in 12 years, they've overrun their bypass. So, if they're overrunning 4 blocks in 12 years, enough that they need to move over to the next one, they need to go a lot farther than 2 blocks to the west. And that needs to be brought up. And you can bet if they have a comment period on it, I would be there saying, have you looked at this? Especially because that river, look at where what they would have to do with that river to cross that river. Instead, why don't they take the road down by Paul's farther and just widen that road? They have fewer houses on it, fewer people to, well, I guess not fewer houses, but yeah, it's already a lot more established, or even go farther. Anyway. Oh, I did have someone clarify to me that since the start of everything, they changed the port key. So if you pick up a week 1 port key, it'll still open week 1 rewards and week 2. Which is even more scary, because that means before week 2 you need to get them all opened anyway, unless you can somehow keep track of which ones they are.
The log.
Which, with those, there's going to be no distinguishing. You're going to just have to hope you pick the right one, since you have to get 5 unlocked, or since you have to get them all opened to get the reward. So you'd have to, that would be scary in my mind. Basically, you'd have to have your whole thing filled with port keys to make sure you had enough of each kind, and then fill the last registry slot later. So, but that, I guess, happened. I'm guessing it happened while I was completely out with coronavirus. I am not sure. Hello.
You want to help me, Brett? Tonight?
You really want me to fall asleep?
What did you need help with?
I'll help you, David, but that's why Mom had to come with me.
Washer, or dish, not washer. Yeah, the washer.
Okay. Oh, I see what he needs help with.
Yes.
I can't help with that. I literally can't help. It's lifting a washer. So.
I have a kitty.
Oh, looks like I get a hold of, try and keep a kitty on the bed. even more reason to sit here and still stream with you guys. Because Kitty likes to get in the way when I'm on the phone. So, holding on to Kitty. And the stream says we're down to 1 viewer, but I don't know if that's true or not. So, because it also screens frozen. Hey, 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 hey. Down. Hey, hey. Stay here. Okay. Kitty can go. Let's see. Plug you.